first confession is about, pretty sure my ex-boyfriend had sex, and maybe still is having sex, with his mother. I used to have this friend. We'll call him Brian. He and I dated when we were in 7th and 8th grades. It wasn't a serious relationship, we were way too young for that, but we dated. We kind of drifted apart after middle school. One week, during senior year of high school, he just sort of disappeared. Gone without a trace. Nobody seemed to know what happened, he just dropped off the face of the earth. His best friend had no idea and couldn't get in touch with him. He even jilted his would-be prom date. As you can imagine, there were lots of rumors, everything from him dying to him going to jail, etc. But the big rumor that got passed around the most was that his dad caught he and his mom en flagrante. I thought it was just a dumb rumor, because it's obvious to see why that sort of rumor would be popular even if it isn't true. Plus I knew Brian and his mom and it just didn't seem likely. They were very normal, upper middle class, not like toothless rednecks or anything. Oh, yeah, and who does that? Going to jail for murder seemed way more likely than that. Anyway, after college I moved to a really tiny city in a rural area halfway across the country, literally thousands of miles from where I grew up, because I fucking love mountains and also nobody can afford to live where I grew up anymore. This weekend I went to a Target in a different town that I don't usually go to. Guess who I saw there? Yep. And they were acting, you know, familiar. They didn't kiss or anything, but it was unmistakable. Way too much touching, hand holding, that sort of thing. I stalked them around the store a bit, just because I was so intensely curious, and even out into the parking lot to get a look at them without masks on. It was definitely them. Thankfully they didn't notice me, I look a lot different now, which helps, plus I was wearing a mask and sunglasses. Really weird. Just like. I'm in shock. I don't know, I've been dying to tell someone but I'm not close to many people from high school anymore. The only friend I still talk to really is really dramatic and I know she can't keep a secret, and even though I would sooner die than have sex with my mom or dad, I don't necessarily want to ruin Brian's life or whatever, or ruin it any more than it already has been. I was thinking about telling my roommate, but TBH I don't like her that much. So I'm telling you all this piece of juicy gossip instead. I know it means way less to you than it does to me, but there it is. Anyway, the world is a fucked up place. Edited for typos. Edit, you all found this way more interesting than I expected. To respond to some common comments. No, he's not adopted that I know of. I doubt he secretly is based on how they look, but who knows. Yes, it's very gross. To the people saying I don't have any hard proof, you're right. But I'm not just basing this off of them holding hands. They were acting like a couple in ways that are hard to describe, but you know when you see it. Maybe some people act this way with their parents, I definitely don't, but they didn't. Yes, she probably groomed and raped him, though like I said I never saw any evidence of anything weird when we were dating. Also he had other girlfriends in high school. If I could call the cops and have him sent to psychotherapy I would, but I googled around and it looks like he would just go to jail, which I don't think would help anyone. Plus I don't know what I would tell them. See above. I googled the broken arms thing and I really wish I hadn't. The second confession is about, my neighbor shot himself and I don't feel bad about it. My neighbor owns 2 large pit bulls. Last fall one broke out of his fence, tracked me down, and almost bit my hand off. He was non-sympathetic, and accused me of scaring him. I was watering my garden, minding my own business. I had huge lacerations and tears in my skin so deep I could see muscle and bone. I was then forced to drive myself to the ER, still bleeding, crying to my mother on the phone and almost passed out from blood loss on the way into the hospital. My car interior and living room carpet was ruined. He refused to accept fault, initially denying the situation even happened, but eventually said it did in fact happen, but was my fault for being outside. I received zero financial compensation and am still feeling the effects of it, from limited range of motion in my hand and wrist to massive amounts of payments I'm forced to make on the small medical work I was able to afford. About a week ago he wrapped a trash bag around himself and put a .45 caliber bullet right through his temple, committing suicide. The shot woke me up, but I just went back to sleep. A few days later I saw his parents and sister in front of my house and they explained the situation. Even while looking into the absolute devastation in his mother's eyes, I didn't feel bad at all. I wasn't happy or sad, I just felt nothing. I still feel nothing, and it's been haunting me. And the last confession is about, I love the IB bin __________________________________________________________________________________________________________________________ clean for __________________________________________________________________________________________________________________ Edit, the phrase in title should be I been ____________________________________________________________________________________________________________________ Minor errors, but I didn't want to look like a chump. I have my own vices that haven't ruled my life but have definitely shaped it these last 3 years. I've tried to quit for myself, but one day into the cleanse and I just don't have the desire to put up a fight with myself. But when I see people posting about their accomplishments on Reddit, I can tell they thought their progress was insignificant also, but must have felt enough pride in themselves to at least post about their streak. What warms my heart is how Redditors go batshit crazy with love and support towards people trying to better themselves. And I'm absolutely here for it.